The next thing that I want to do is I want to turn our attention back to the console. And I want to do a couple things before we actually start coding. I want us to go ahead and create some buckets in our S3 location, and then in addition to that, like practice uploading and downloading files, just become familiar with this very simple and hopefully intuitive interface. So I'm going to go to S3. You can navigate there through services, storage, and then go to S3, or if you have the shortcut, just simply click on the shortcut. And so you'll see here that I already have 4 buckets created. So depending on which console you're viewing, whether it's a work console or your personal console, you may or may not have buckets. But for the sake of creating a bucket and just kind of becoming familiar with it, please go ahead and take a moment to do that right now. Pause the video, and then we'll resume. Okay, great. So hopefully you paused it and then we're able to create some buckets and didn't have any problems, or if you did, you resolved them and then just kind of got to know what it all entails and the naming conventions that you have to use and the uniqueness and all that other stuff. All right, so I'm going to find an empty bucket, okay, because I do have files across all 3 buckets, and this is just for an example of uploading and downloading files. So here I have this upload option, okay. And so as you saw, my bucket is empty, so there's no files and folders. So I'm going to switch over to my Finder and just kind of grab a couple of files here. They're just text files, and you can really upload any files. I'll provide a link to some of these files because they're just text files that I found online. And then I'll go ahead and put them up there somewhere so that you can find them and use these files, or really just use any file you have. It doesn't really matter. So now I'm going to just highlight all of them, click and drag, and here it basically says, puts them in queue and says, hey, we're going to add all these files, right? It gives us a quick summary for files and the total size, and then the destination, which is this specific bucket. Then we're going to just click upload, and then we are ready to go. Now we have a success message and our 4 files that have been uploaded here. If I want to go back to my bucket, here's a nifty S3 URL. I can just click on that and then return to my main bucket and see that I have these 4 files. If I wanted to download any files through the console that may already exist that I didn't necessarily upload, I can simply select a file or 2, I guess just 1 at a time maybe, and then just download, and those files will and then that file will download locally. I believe there's probably a bulk download feature. I could be wrong, but anyways, you can definitely download it one by one within the console. Alright, so that was very simple, and I just want to let you know that the actions that you're going to be able to take today, you'll be able to take them through the console. So basically adding files, creating buckets, deleting files and deleting buckets, all that can be done through the console right here. If you want to delete a bucket, you can select it, delete it. And so everything that we're going to cover today is just really going to kind of cover the basics of what you can do through the console as well. All right, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.